to start, just kind of what does it mean through the ups and downs of the season that these guys were able to battle back and find a way into this tournament?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Maybe probably the most excited and rewarding feeling I've had in quite some time. And 100% is about them and their willingness to continue to lay it on the line for their team and their program, their school. And Harrison has been an amazing piece of that. In just his first year here, he's been as reliable and strong and performance savvy as anybody I can remember. And the way he's performed has led us into a position where this could happen. Nolan and his teammates have continued to fight, scratch and claw for everything every single day. He's been the centerpiece of our position player group and has given us an amazing amount of leadership, hard work, production, and I just really appreciate these kids more than I can even put into words. In a day and age where the mindset of many young athletes and people in sport is to cut bait and run when things don't go well. These guys just reaffirm the magic in staying with something, and I admire them and I appreciate them. I'm thrilled for them, and the coolest part is we're playing well, and we're excited to keep competing because we believe we can go make some noise.
A lot of times the selection show, you're just waiting to see who you're going to play. You can pretty much know that you're in. From the time you guys are leaving Arlington to you see your name pop on, kind of what was that? What were those feelings like?
Well, as I've told the players, I'm not an optimist, I'm a realist. But I had an unbelievably positive feeling about them because of the players. And I just sensed that something about the way that they've continued to do this, something good was going to happen for them. And I truly believe that. And these guys can tell you I don't sugarcoat things, but I've believed that and I felt it. And that feeling was tested when, the way the other tournaments played out. But I just felt like something was in store for these guys because they stayed true to their commitment as a team. And I believed that the people would see us as a team that was deserving. Now, however you get to that point, whatever you look at is fine because there's so many things you can use to determine who's deserving. But we're thankful we were rewarded and given this opportunity. And we worked hard during those days, kept our mind on each other with the goal of getting to extend this journey. And actually it was kind of enjoyable because I think your belief is tested a little bit, but also in some ways I think it continues to bring us closer together and really just kind of part of the experience. I don't want to be in that position, but this is a really, really competitive time right now, and we're proud of where we sit.
Josh, is there a lot to be said about the old age adage of peaking at the right time, playing your best baseball at the right time, and is that what you're seeing now?
Oh, I think so. Yes. You always want to find your best. Sometimes you find it early, sometimes you get it in the middle, and if you can ever capture it at the end and ride it, what better time than to find it. I will tell you, just in the unique conversations you have with coaching friends, there's some great baseball teams in this field right now whose coaches are panicked because they're 4-10 in their last 14 games, or they're 3-7. So when you talk to your friends and you hear it in their voice, while their overall might be really impressive, where they think they're at right now, for them is concerning. For us, I haven't had a good sleep in 15 weeks until 2 nights ago. But I say that jokingly. We've been pushing hard and grinding, and that fight and grind has put us in a position now to feel good about where we're at, but know we got a great challenge. So I would always take your best at the end, but I'd love to have that piece at some point in the year, and this year was one of those years we just didn't get one of those early streaks, but we sure kept pursuing it.
When we look at this for Harrison too, when we look at the way the pitchers have thrown, I think your ERA over this streak is 2.5, 2.5. I mean, you guys are really coming together as a staff. Can you talk about how you guys are getting the job done?
Yeah, I think it's just we stuck to our plan that we kind of followed all fall and kind of the way we were working towards being as a staff, and maybe just we didn't start out that way. We kind of had some issues going along, but we just kept working at it. Rob kept working with all of us, and kind of just the stuff that we were trying to do all season is finally kind of fallen into place these last couple of weeks for us.
And Josh, about Rob, I mean, this is probably the best way to go out, just the way his staff's playing.
Well, wouldn't have it any other way. This is the time of year Rob has always loved. It's the part of the game that he really shines in, is the matchups and the preparation and the hard work. And as Harrison said, the continuous investment in the kids every single day from start to finish. It's always been a signature of him, his impact, and our teams to keep getting better as the year goes on, and you're seeing that. Sometimes it just takes time to have adjustments sink in and for performances to become modified at the point where guys find their best. But this is certainly the right environment to go once again put this ball club and this program in, and we're going to a great tournament where Duke is the single opponent, and then after that you deal with the rest of the tournament as they come. But I mean, yeah, no question about it. This is where this group of people want to be, and from Coach Walton's perspective, it's been an awesome 13 years here together. Add that to his great history here as a player, and all the things that go into who we are as people, where we get our education, where we play our college ball, where we meet our wives, the life that we build, what our children go on and do. I mean, there's just so many real parts of that Rob and Michelle, Davis, Donnie, Cassie, that family, there's a lot of it.
How has Rob kind of helped your games this year, in your year in Stillwater?
I mean, he's done a lot for me on both kind of the actual physical side of pitching, but also kind of my mentality of how I go into games. On the physical side, my slider coming into this year wasn't really a pitch that I felt very confident in or that I threw very often. We spent a lot of time in the fall kind of working on it and making it a pitch that I felt just as confident in as my fastball and my changeup, and kind of that's helped me a lot this year because I have 3 pitches that I can throw to kind of both sides of the plate now, and it kind of lets hitters keeps them on their toes more because I have all the different pitches. And then I mean, every day we'd meet in here as a pitching staff with Rob, and he'd have some sort of paper for us to read about kind of mental approaches to the game, and just always trying to kind of find any way we can to get better, not just on the physical side, because we're kind of limited. You can't throw 1,000 throws a day, so there's only so many stuff you can do physically as a pitcher, so you got to be mentally good too.
Nolan, sort of the same question I asked Josh. Just kind of what was it like going into the selection show, and what did it mean whenever you finally saw you guys' name up there?
Yeah, it was a little bit different approach. Like you said, from the first 2 years where we knew on Sunday night, just who we were hosting, but a little nerve-wracking going in, but also what we've done the past month really, and how we've finally been able to click together, get everything working how we knew we could. Put a lot of ease in a lot of guys' mind, but you'd be lying if you said it wasn't nerve-wracking. But when we finally saw our name called and we're going to Athens, it was a surreal moment, and that the adrenaline pumping through that you got the chance and that you're in is something special. And to be on the other side of where we're not the host is something that I think is going to be awesome for us, and that we're going to be able to go in there and have all the momentum on our side going into it. So it was definitely something that we'll remember forever as a little bit different experience than 2 previous years.
Does that take pressure off you? You not being the host, not all eyes on O'Brien. Is that relieving a bit to go on the road for the regional?
I wouldn't say no pressure. I mean, it's definitely different approach to it. Not different approach, but like different feeling. When you're at home, you have the advantage of your fans and everything that you have behind your back. But going on the road and being able to be the team that's the upset team, and be able to take something from somebody else that you felt before is definitely something that fuels your fire a little bit more. That we're going in as a team to many people. They scratched us off a month and a half, 2 months ago, and for us to be where we're at now, we know where we're at, and if anybody's not ready to go, we'll make sure that they pay the price for it. So going into there with our mentality and how we've been playing lately is definitely good for us.
What do you know about Duke? Just Dave, I don't know about them.
I know they're a solid program that, you know, their years past. I played against a couple of guys this summer ball, and just pretty much that's about it. Don't know too much. Just another game. Just got to prepare like how we have for the past month.